Hi, how are you this morning or today, this afternoon, whenever you happen to be safe? I am Fremont the F Bomb Boyer. How are you going? How you going? Tired words, man. My apologies. I just woke up a few minutes ago. Wanted to get this done, taken care of, so you'd have some either in your morning or your Memorial Day. For those of you who are remember those who have served and lost their lives or have passed that have served. Because that's what Memorial Day is. It's for those that have passed. Veterans Day is for those who are serving and or have served that are still living. This is about movies, though. I wanted to talk about movies and being Memorial Day, which sort of an odd fitting in coincidence, I suppose. My dad was a Korean War veteran, and MASH, if you've ever seen it, the movie, not to be confused with the TV show, even though I want to say the TV show was based more on the original series. First season was based more on the movie, um, and I'm not sure it was how much it was based on the book by Ring Lardner. I think. Give me a second. Should have looked into this. Yeah, screenplay by Ring Lardner. Right. It was based on a book. Yeah, seriously. Um, but the movie, this is a VHS tape for those of you uh, younger people that don't know. Ooh, prehistoric, so, but this is a VHS tape. It was a good movie. Um, Trivia on it. There was the date or dates of someone who was seeing a screening of with the people who have the screening of producers or something. I'm not sure the full trivia on that, but they wanted to cut the operating scenes because it was too bloody. The dates suggested no, that's what makes it better, um, or more realistic, because inside the operating room you're operating, blood happens because it's a war. And although at the time when they did this movie, I want to say because the Vietnam War was in fresh in everyone's mind, a lot of the Koreans in the movie are wearing Chinese garb. I think because they wanted to actually put it more towards that. This was the selections, 20th Century Fox. I'm looking for a year. The movie was released in 1970 or slightly before, I'm thinking. 1970, right there. 1970. Donald Sutherland, Elliot Gould, Hawkeye, Trapper. Different from the TV show with Alan Alda playing Hawkeye. And I'm totally spacing on Trappers. Wayne Rogers was played Trapper. Then B.J. Honeycutt came in, played by. I have all this stuff in my head, and then when I need it, it's like, nope, no. But Wayne Rogers started off with as B.J. Honeycutt. I have the computer. I'm right here. I could look it up, but I would have to stop this and do it. Anyway, it was a good movie. It was um, The director of this movie, Robert Altman, said that his son, who wrote the theme song to this, or the song, it wasn't the theme song, it was the Suicide is Painless uh, song in this movie, where they actually have the lyrics. He made more money because the TV show used it as the theme song. So his son made more money than Robert Altman did directing this, which I thought was funny. There's more trivia on that. I don't want to give it all away. You want to look it up? It's on imdb.com. You can check it out. Um, for everyone who's seen the TV show and haven't seen the movie, you will be a little taken by who's playing who. But you just gotta like, okay, this is a separate thing. Watch this, okay. But you can't just base it on. You can't go, oh, this TV show is good. Oh, it's a little different. I mean, there's hijinks. Don't get me wrong. Robert Duvall is also in this. I should have said that. Sally Kellerman. For those of you who don't know who Sally Kellerman is, she played Rodney Dangerfield's love interest in Back to School. I know she's done other things. I haven't really looked it up to see what she's done. I haven't, or any of them have done. Um, Renee Auberjonois, who played Odo on one of the Star Trek TV series. I wasn't into that. I'm not into that. I'm not into Star Wars, so please don't. Oh, what's this? How do you know? No, I'll watch. I'm not like, oh, my whole life has to run around this. No, I'm not. It's like football, baseball, sports. I'm not into that. I'm not. Big fights. I'm not. Or afterwards of like the Super Bowl. It's like our team won, your team sucks. Let's flip some cars and burn this place down. What the hell are you people doing? Calm the fuck down. Calm down. Chill. My coffee's percolating. But yeah, I'm not. There is a big football scene in here. John Schuck. Gary Berghoff was hired as radar for this. A lot of the people that are being introduced, like introducing that credit where it's like their first on screen. Usually it's their first. Sometimes it's their third or fourth. But most of the people that are introducing were from a stage play or an improv, something where they can like. I think I could be wrong on that. It was 1970. There weren't. I mean, I don't know if there were that many improv things around, but there were stage plays and. But yeah, it's a good movie. Gary Berghoff, actually, whose birthday is May 22nd, 24th. Hold on, I have it written down. I post birthdays on Facebook. Mel Campbell, Little Mel, Patti LaBelle, Gary Berghoff. Yes. Okay, so the 24th, May 24th, Gary Berghoff's birthday, along with Bob Dylan, Roseanne Cash, Will Sasso, John C. Reilly, a bunch of other people. Top 100 out of 1,197. Next year, it'll be a different out of number, possibly even a different top 100. Who knows? It happens. Put that in the trash. Okay. The next movie, Hammett. Dashiell Hammett. Based on Dashiell Hammett was a man of mystery, and what if this now legendary writer of hard-boiled detective thrillers, a former advertising executive and Pinkerton detective, actually lived the kind of caper that could later inspire him to write a classic like The Maltese Falcon. The Francis Ford Coppola presentation of Hammett deliciously poses that question. Directed by Wim Wenders, Wings of Desire, Hammett is a stylish what-if spellbinder set in a 1928 San Francisco of shady alleyways and even shadier characters. Pulp magazine writer Hammett, played by Frederick Forrest. He was in Falling Down. He was the Nazi, not I don't want to say Nazi, uh, the shop guy. He's done other stuff. God forbid. I should have looked it all up, written it down, and said, "Oh, he was also this." But I didn't look it up beforehand. My apologies. You're on the internet. Maybe you could look it up. He needs inspiration. He gets it in the form of an old friend, played by Peter Boyle. I don't have to tell you who that is, or the dad on Everyone Loves Raymond. He's done other stuff, more who involves him in his neighbor, played by Mary Lou Henner from Taxi, uh, Johnny Dangerously. She's done other stuff. It isn't just that. Wasn't she on Evening Shade with Burt Reynolds? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, um, in the search for a missing girl in Chinatown, naturally, nothing is ever quite what it seems, and friendship proves a poor insurance policy in the world of crime. Beautifully designed and shot, Hammett is for anyone who craves the sheer giddy pleasure of a movie bursting with clever dialogue and sly ideals. That, of course, was said by Kirk Honeycutt, the Los Angeles Daily News. When he said that was most likely the movie review he did. And yes, this is a VHS tape of that. I have not been able to find it on DVD. Even if I could, I probably wouldn't buy it. I'm trying to save money. Yeah. For what? It's personal. I only mention it because for me to buy DVDs at this point, it's like you're trying to save money. Why are you wasting it on this? And wasting it could be a wrong term, but I have other things to spend it on right now, or that need to be spent on. It's a good movie. Anyone who can find it on DVD, VHS, or somewhere on the internet where you can watch it, I'd suggest watching it. Um, it wonderfully acted, beautifully acted. There's a lot of subtle things in there you don't catch the first time, but it's a good movie. Sorry, from Hammett to Steve Martin's Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Good movie. Also the VHS version. As a private eye of private eyes, or as the private eye of private eyes, Steve Martin's Rigby Reardon. He's tough, rough, and ready to take on anything when Juliet Forrest, played by Rachel Ward, appears on the scene with a case her father can't read far away, can't read close up. On a scene, her father, a noted scientist, philanthropist, and cheesemaker, has died mysteriously. Reardon immediately smells a rat and follows a complex maze of clues that lead to the Carlotta lists. With the help from his friends, quotated friends, Alan Ladd, Barbara Stanwyck, Ray Milland, Burt Lancaster, Humphrey Bogart, Charles Lawton, etc., Reardon gets his man, an exciting action, fun-packed film the way of 40 films used to be. Now, with all those names I read, Humphrey Bogart, Alan Ladd, Burt Lancaster, Ray Milland, etc., Barbara Stanwyck, they are movie clips from other movies. I should have said it's a Carl Reiner film. He and Steve Martin, I don't know how they came up with the idea, but it's great. It's funny. It uses clips from other movies to help the story along. I'm not exactly sure what Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid means. Um, I'm sure it's explained in the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm not. It has been a while since I've seen it. My VCR. I'm not sure how if it works very well, and I haven't been able to find this on DVD. And as said with Hammett, spending money for the DVD, I'm not. I have other things I need. Yeah. Anyway, um, good movie if you can find it on DVD or the internet, playing it somewhere, or TV if you have TV with that. Good movie. It's. I don't want to say it's cheesy or corny. I mean, it is funny and humorous. It is, but it's like, wow, that's actually a good movie. It's one of those. Um, ooh, my coffee's done. Um, it is a good movie. I'd suggest it. Um, Next intrigue of types, Sundance Film Festival winner from director Robert Rodriguez includes Bedhead, Rodriguez's multi-award winning short film. It is subtitled El Mariachi. This also the VHS. I haven't been able to find it on DVD. And as I said for the previous others, if MASH, I believe I do have the movie. I believe I do have on DVD, and it has other. I don't know if it has bits of trivia in it. That might be the TV series. Anyway, uh, all he wants to be is a mariachi, like his father, his grandfather, and his great grandfather before him. But the town he thinks will bring him luck brings only a curse of deadly mistaken identity. Forced to trade his guitar for a gun, the mariachi is playing for his life in this critically acclaimed film debut from director Robert Rodriguez. Good movie. I'm not going to go into the details of how he produced it or financed it, produced, financed it. Good movie, well cut, well edited, I should say. Cut. um, Had I been able to find it on DVD, I probably would have bought it on DVD. Um, the follow up to this was most likely Desperado, I believe, with Antonio Banderas. I don't know why I say it like that, I just do. And Selma Hayek, who's married, and I want to say is Pernod. Is her last name now? Married? I could be wrong on the pronunciation. Good movie. It is subtitled because it is in not English for me to understand. Mexican, Spanish. I'm not. I don't know if it's the same thing. I know I am speaking Spanish. I'm Mexican, but I don't know. It's dialect and language. I don't know, but it's a good movie. I like the scene. The lady in the movie wants him to prove that he's actually a guitar player or a mariachi. To which he has the guitar and she has a knife, and he's like, "Oh, she stuck a knife in my, so I gotta sing in there, whatever." And he does it. To which she ends up pulling pulling it away. It's not the dagger, it's a letter opener. She didn't say it with that accent. It was sorry. Good movie though. Good movie. My new backdrop. Yay. Um, Speaking of somebody mistaken identity and eh, or trying to hide from someone, hiding out. Also the VHS copy. John Cryer, shave off the beard, dye his hair. He looks like a high school student. Imagine that. Goes along with that one meme with the guy. It's like big beard. It's like lather up, shave. Last picture's a baby. It's like okay, sure. Because people shave the beard and it's like baby face. That's why some people grow the beard. Um, Good movie. He plays a stockbroker, trader, something. Andrew Morensky is a successful stockbroker who finds temporary safety from the mob hit men after him. And let me try that again, shall I? Andrew Marensky is a successful stockbroker who finds temporary safety from the mob hitmen after him by stepping back 10 years into high school. Okay, so in the movie, he's most likely 28, 29, 30, 20, something. Well, 10 years of high school, he'd be 18, 19, 17. So yeah, 10 years. This comedy puts a teenage twist on double identity. Uh, Good movie. Joseph Cotton. Give me a second. John Cryer, Annabeth Gish. Only two names listed besides the director and the writer. Original score, Ann Dudley. Executive producer, Mountain Tudor. Produced by Jeff Rothberg. Written by Joe Minosky and Jeff Rothberg. Directed by Bob Giraldi. Or Giraldi. My apologies if I mispronounced any of their names. Still good movie. Goes back to high school. Good movie. I liked it. But yeah, pretty much what it said. He's a stockbroker. Something happens to where he ends up. John Spencer is also in this movie from West Wing. Leo, if you remember, has passed since then. But yeah, he has. But yeah, sorry, it's a good movie, and again with the VHS, if I could find it on DVD, I'd probably get it, but it would have to. A lot of these would have to have bonus features or footage that wasn't shown on this video cassette, because I mean, for me to buy it would again waste. I'm trying to save money. It wouldn't be a waste. It'd be entertaining, and everything. So there's that. Next one, last one. Clue. DVD. Yeah, buddy. Look at that DVD, shiny. Anyway, has all three endings. Theatrical endings, I should say. If you were to play the game, more endings than what it is. Whenever my brothers and sisters would play, it was usually Scarlet. Go figure. My older sister would always play as Scarlet. I'm not sure who I played as. I know I look like Mr. Green from the board game anyway, not the movie. In a previous video, I had mentioned the movie FM. Martin Mull, who plays Colonel Mustard in this movie, Clue, and Eileen Brennan, who plays Mrs. Peacock or Miss Peacock, Mrs. Peacock. Well, anyway, Mrs. Peacock. In this movie, they were both in the movie FM. Psych did a TV show, an episode, I should TV show, down at the whole series. They did an episode, 100 clues or 1,000 clues or something. Anyway, a couple of people from this movie were actually on the show. Christopher Lloyd, I think, was on the show. I could be wrong on that episode. I should say episode. That episode. He looks different. He plays Professor Plum, who was caught, who lost his job because he slept with some of his patients. The character, Professor, in this movie, Jane Weedland, the Go Go's. Hush, my darling. Sorry, I had a crush on her. Still probably do. I don't. Anyway, Jane Weedland is in this movie. She plays the telegram girl. I am your singing telegram. And that's it. Oh, actually, I mean, da 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 da. Um, sorry about that. You big old freaking head in your face. Good movie. Funny. Um, I don't want to give too much away. I mean, it is based on the board game. It could be different every time you play it. It's a good who done it. 1 + 1 + 2 + 1. Yeah. No, it's never the case. It'd be 1 + 2 + 1 + 1. Not 1 + 1 + 2 + 1. 1 + 1. Whatever. Point is, there's one gun left. There's one bullet left in this gun. Spoilers. Uh, Good movie. Tim Curry. Saw him in a stage production of Me and My Gal. Fox Theater. Fox Theater in Detroit area. My dad took me. It was, I don't know why. It was a special occasion. If it was just something he had the opportunity to do, so he's like, "Would you like to go see this movie, this play?" Sure. Uh, couldn't tell you a damn thing about it. I know I have a T-shirt of, and there's like a little cartoon character of uh, the Tim Curry character from the play, leaning with a, I don't want to say cape, but kind of a cape. It was in the crown, and he's leaning against a flagpole. I remember that, but I couldn't tell you a thing about the move about the play. You figure I've only seen it the one time, and I was like 12, 13. Uh, Let me. This was 1985. Clue was 1985. So it was after Clue. So it could have been 86. I could have been 16, 17. But yeah, it was a good play. I know that this was a good movie. I like. Uh, if you had a chance, or if you've ever seen it, uh, I hope you liked it. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. Fremont the F bomb Boyer. Wee. But yeah, those are just 6 movies in which I talked about right now. I don't want to give too much of the plot or the storyline away. If you've ever seen the TV show MASH, hijinks, whatever operating room stuff, um, MASH the movie is good. There are only 2 gunshots in the entire movie that take place during the football game. John Schuck, I had mentioned him. I want to say he's the first actor to say the word fuck in a movie, which is why one of the reasons, I suppose, why the movie got an R rating. I looked for it. I didn't find it. Could be on there. I don't know. But yeah, it's he plays Painless, the dentist. If you remember the show, there really wasn't a dentist. So another bit of thing yesterday with Timothy Brown's birthday. I should say May 24th, because it was Gary Berghoff's birthday, who played Radar. Timothy Brown, who on the TV show played Captain Oliver Harmon Spearchucker Jones, whose birthday was also May 24th. He played Captain Jones on the show in the first season. In the movie, he plays Corporal Judson. So when people say, "Oh, Gary Berghoff was the only one who," no, G. Wood, who played General Hammond in the first season, I want to say like there are 3 episodes. He played, I believe, the same character in the movie. G. Wood. First initial G, kind of like Callan on NCIS Los Angeles, the one with LL Cool J. Anyway, but yeah, that was another thing. Half hour. I hope you are. I hope you've had a good time seeing this. If you've seen any of the movies in which I've pointed out today, MASH, Hammett, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, El Mariachi, Hiding Out, Clue, leave a comment. If you haven't seen any, okay, sorry. It's all right. You don't have to. This isn't school. I'm not making you do any homework. But school with homework sort of some jobs, like if you get an office job, sometimes you have to take work home with you. Teachers, they take work home with them, the grade papers and whatnot. But there are other jobs that you would end up taking work home with you. Attorney, lawyer, something. Don't know many. My job doesn't. I stock shelves for a living. I mean, it's a job. Don't get me wrong. It takes care of my needs for the day, for the week, groceries, bills, things can get taken care of. I'm good. I'm not. It. There are times it feels tedious, but people need groceries. You're hungry. I'm hungry. We stock chips, cereal, soups. Fresh vegetables are stocked daily. Everything's stocked daily. It's just sometimes we don't get it in, and or like recently with the toilet paper. Everyone's like, "I need 20 rolls or 20 packages." Why? There'll be more next week. It's like leave some for someone else who needs it, because I'm, because the government's only giving them $1 a week, or whatever the senior citizens get who are retired, who Social Security, living on Social Security, or get that $1,200 a month. And that's just a rough estimate. I don't know if that's actually what they get. I'm still working for a living. I'm not going to discuss my finances with you. I just know I need to save money, and I got to stop spending on videos and T-shirts. I still have T-shirts from high school. I don't know if I've mentioned that before in another video, so I don't know if you've watched it. I could get rid of them, but some of them I wear underneath my work shirt because I'm going to get hot and sweaty because it's getting warmer out at this point in time. This is May. I hope I said May and not March for earlier. If I did, I'm sorry. It's May. May 25th. May 24th was Gary Berghoff and Timothy Brown's birthdays, the late Timothy Brown. Patti LaBelle, Bob Dylan. But today's the 25th. I have not done birthdays on Facebook today yet. It's still early for me. But yeah, I had thoughts and just went out the window. Not that there's a window over here. It's an expression. Yay! My coffee's been ready since I started this, and while I am a little, I'm not. I'm not addicted. It's once a week. I have coffee. Sometimes twice. I go to the laundromat. Maybe I'll get a cup or two there. Little cup. No, not too big. But it's while I write, and I'm waiting on my laundry to be being washed. So, excuse me. Sometimes I'll have a second cup after when I get everything to the dryer. Same cup. I'm not going to throw it out and get a new one. That's a waste. But yeah, those are 6 movies. I would get another 5 tomorrow or next week or whenever I get the chance or have the chance. I'll see what anyone says on this afterwards. If anyone says anything cool about the movies in which I've mentioned, maybe you've seen Me and My Gal movie, stage play. Maybe you read a book. I don't know if there is. I watched it as they were doing it, as they were performing, and I don't remember really anything of it. I know during one performance, Tim Curry comes down off the stage and up the aisle right by me, and I'm like, "It's Tim Curry." Uh, Still couldn't tell you a thing about the play though. I don't think I still have the shirt though. I think something. You figure, like I said, Clue came out in 1986. Yeah, 86. So it was after or around the time Clue came out, I suppose. Um, could have been before. I'm not sure. See, my whole system of filing in my brain just. I had a head injury in 1989 that I don't want to say factory reset, which would be an interesting way of putting it. Uh, but no, it. I don't say Control Alt deleted a whole lot of things either. For those of you who like, what factory? Um, I can't explain it any other way right now. I know I have the time. I hope all is well with you. If you're not feeling well, uh, get better. Make sure you stay home. Get some rest. Vitamins. Uh, Chicken soup. Unless you're a vegetarian, in which case I don't know what you would have. Um, or vegan. I'm not veg. One of them. It's like they don't eat the meat. I don't say they suck on the juices. That's what it's sorry. Totally off on my whatever. uh maybe they'd have cream of celery soup. I don't know if that would. I don't know. Vegetarian vegetable might help. I don't know. But I know the chicken broth. Uh, the salt, the warmth of the soup of the liquid helps clear the throat, helps the body. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't. I'm not a whatever. Views and opinions expressed in this video. Um, but I know that when you get sick, you get the cold, whatever. You have chicken noodle soup. It helps. How I don't. It does. And of course, over time, the liquid staying hydrated, making sure everything gets run through. And sorry, I keep looking over. My coffee pot's done. It's like, hey, you gonna get me some coffee? I want some coffee. I also have my bowl for my breakfast meal right now. It's gonna be salad today. And I know there's some people. He's got a bowl. No, no, not, not that kind of bowl. Not no, no food, real food, real food. If you can call salad real food, I suppose. I don't know. I hit the dryer or something. No, the my laundry basket uh, took the portion. Anyway, I don't want to gross you out. Not ending it with that. I do hope all is well with you, with whatever you're doing, with wherever you are. When you see this, I hope all is good. Um, be kind to each other. You don't know what anyone else is going through. They could be having a bad day. They could be having a good day. You don't know. Just in a bad mood, like, damn it, everything's going right. Why can't something just fuck up once in a while? I don't know anybody who actually says that. Um, I know they did. I don't remember the movie or a TV show, but there was something based on like the early movies. They were talking about it in a boardroom. They were like, "You need to make a bad movie." To which they were like, the studio was like, "What?" By studio, I mean like the studio head or whoever was in charge of production or whatever, whoever. They were like, "What? You've had like so many successful hits in a row. You need to have one you need to make a movie that's bad. Just, you know, get people that understand whatever that, you know, and it just make it bad. Just do a bad movie. That way, not everyone thinks it can be done right, and or it's that easy. Because sometimes it isn't. You make a movie, it's hit or miss with people. It's all in timing as well. Um, what was it? Spider Man with Tobey Maguire. I want to say they did one with the Twin Towers or something to that. And because that happened, they had to change it. They changed. They had to. No, we can't do that. No. There's, so there is timing issues. In real life events happen that you put this movie out now, people will be like, "Ooh, oh, did they get? Oh my." Mm. So yeah, you know, so there's timing issues in some cases. Sometimes it hits right at the right moment, and it's like, wow, that's amazing, And next week it's like, didn't they just do this movie? Oh, you're talking about Spider-Man, whatever. How many times are they going to remake that? I wonder. I mean, and poor Uncle Ben. I mean, every time. I know the '70s movie, TV movie, I think, Hammond something. He was in The Sound of Music. He was one of the boys in Sound of Music. He played Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the TV movie. And I remember watching on the news, they had entertainment news, I think. Uh, they were showing something with the stunt where they had the rope that was supposed to be the webbing and somebody falling into it. And it was like, oh, which gave buzz about the movie so people would watch it. And I'm not sure if that was in it. Um, kind of like Major League. I don't know if Major League, the first Major League. I don't, not Major League Two, not Major League Three, back to the minors. Major League, the first one when they came out with, they were showing the video, the trailer for the movies on TV, and it'd be like the kid goes up to Charlie Sheen's character, Ricky Vaughn, and it's like, oh yeah, man, that was great, man, when that ball went flying out the park, whatever. It's like, yeah, nice hair, and Tom Berenger as Jake something. Anyway, said, "Hey, that ball wouldn't have been hit out of most parks. Yet name one. Yellowstone. You know, it's like okay, that wasn't in the movie. That was not in the movie. They ended up putting it in the sequel, and the delivery just wasn't the same. I mean, it was funny when because it was like that was. Just, but yeah, it was anyway. Take care. Be kind to each other, please. As I said, you don't know what anyone else is going through. Hope all's well.